Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Moody. I am a product manager for Osteoid working on the Invivo softwares. And today in this video we're going to be talking about how to save an image to the gallery tab. Then we're going to talk about the lay an egg process. And then we're also going to talk about how to send your cases to the cloud. To start, I'm going to go to the volume rendering tab. And here I'm going to go ahead and turn off the patient information because it's not really relevant to this video. And to do that I'm going to left click on the letter I. And then I'm going to change the contrast and the brightness of this model so we can see it a little bit better. To do that, I'm going to go up to View Controls, and here I can choose any of these options. Soft tissue and bone. I'm going to go ahead and stick with bone because that's kind of what we want to look at. I'm going to change the brightness by left-clicking and dragging to the right just a bit. I'm also going to turn up the contrast as well. In addition to this, I'm going to hold the Shift key and then left click and drag up a little bit so that I can have it in the center of my window. Then I'm going to hold the left click, or I'm going to hold the Control key and then left click and drag as well to zoom in. Just line it up a little bit better. Zoom in. Now that I have the picture that I want, I can come up to View, Capture to Gallery. I can enter in a little bit of information about this picture. I'll go ahead and change the name to HIP1. I'll tell the software that I want it to be a photo, and then I'll just leave a quick comment. And then select OK. Now when I go to the Gallery tab, I can see that I have it along with some other images that I saved earlier on. Once I have all the photos that I want, I can come up to File, Lay an Egg, choose where I want the egg to be laid, and in this case I'll just select a desktop and I'll name it HIP, and then I'll go ahead and select Save. I'll tell the software that I want it to save everything in the case file, and then I'll select Save. Now what the lay an egg process is actually doing is it's taking all of the case data, the case information and everything, and combining it with a viewer and then putting that into an executable file on our desktop. This executable file can then be shared with others via USB or DVD so that you can view your case file locally. Once the file has been saved successfully, I'll select OK. And then the egg has been successfully created. We can view this egg if I minimize my screen here, and here it is. I'll double click on this and it opens up the Invivo viewer. I'll go ahead and just click OK on this pop-up. And again, if I change this to bone, we can see our case, and if I go to the Gallery tab, we can see all the pictures that are contained in our case file. Now again, this can be shared via USB or DVD disk, but this is kind of the old school method of sharing cases. A better way to do it is to send it to the cloud, and what we really mean by that is uploading it to the internet so that you can view your file anywhere that you have the internet. So to do this, I'll just quickly go back to the volume rendering tab. I'll come up to File, Send File, make sure that it's selected Invivo. I'll select OK, and then when I'm going to send it to someone, I can either search their information, and if I've sent it to a contact before, that contact will populate here, or if I've never sent a file to anyone before, I can enter the information manually. And I'll just quickly put in my own information, and then I'll just leave a quick note. I'll then go ahead and select Save, and the file is being sent. Once the file has been successfully sent, I'll go ahead and select OK. And then I'll open up a browser. Then I'll go to Invivo Workspace. And then here we can see that my file is processing. Once this process is complete, I'll then be able to left click on this icon to view the case file anywhere that we have the internet. A phone, a tablet, or on a desktop, anywhere that's connected to the internet. Now that it's complete, I'll go ahead and left click to open up the Invivo Workspace viewer. And here we have our case. I'll go ahead and hide the patient information. I'll crank up the brightness. I'll crank up the contrast as well. And then I'll go ahead and double click on this window so that I can rotate my model. And again, when I go to the Gallery tab, here are all the images that I've taken. And that is the process for sending your case to the cloud. So today we've covered how to take images and send them to the gallery, how to the lay an egg process, which is saving your case and combining it with a viewer, to view stuff on local computers. And then we also talked about how to send your case to the cloud so that you can view it anywhere that you have a web browser. For questions or comments, please email support@osteoidinc.com. Thank you very much for using Invivo software by Osteoid.